In this tune, we'll use some of the syncopations that we just learned, playing notes with your fingers on the and of one and the and of two, while still doing some straightforward pinches right on the downbeats and keeping the thumb going at all times. Still just over an E chord, so still just alternating between the 6th and the 4th string, playing 2nd fret at the 4th string to keep that bass note down. This tune should be played at a pretty good clip, but at the outset I'll play it at a more moderate tempo so you can see what's going on, and then at the end of the lesson, once you've learned the tune, I'll demonstrate it more up to tempo. 1, 2, 3, and... I'm going to get into the techniques involved here, but just first let me point out a couple of other things. One is that I'm using my middle finger this time for the E chord, and it doesn't really matter if you use your middle finger or your index finger. Just there are some times when either one works better just to help you get the right fingerings on top. In this case, it just seems more comfortable to me to use my middle finger, but it doesn't really matter. Another thing is that this tune has what's called a straight eighths feel as opposed to a swing eighths feel, which means when you're playing eighth notes, they're all going to come out evenly, as opposed to a swing feel where they're going to be long and short, like. It's just something to pay attention to as we get further into the course, because some tunes will have a straight eighths feel and some will have a swing eighths feel. The first tune we did had more of a swing eighths feel, and this one has a straight eighths feel. So the tune starts out really almost exactly like one of our exercises. That's the first phrase. In fact, that is one of the first exercises we did. So you're just picking on the beat and then off the beat. Thumb comes in, one more time off the beat, and then the thumb keeps going. The next measure is just a series of pinches. First you hit the bass by itself, then on the upper bass note on the 4th string, got a pinch with the B string, back to the low string and 2nd fret on the 2nd string at the same time, and then high string and 4th string. Now what's going on with the melody looks like this. But once you have the bass included in there, you end up having that sound. It's always good to pull out the melody and make sure you know what it is, and then see how it falls over the thumb, because your goal is to be able to play the melody convincingly while the thumb is completely reliable on the bottom. Now after you play that phrase one time, it repeats. Then all of that is answered with a series of pinches like this. First you're going to have high string and then with the 2 thumb notes, and then 2nd fret on the B string, and then open B, and then 2nd fret high string. So what's happening is mostly you're just playing on the 1st and 3rd beats. I mean the thumb keeps going, but the melody's only on the 1st and 3rd beats. Pinch, pinch, and then 2 pinches in a row. So none of that is syncopated, that's all right on the beat. And then you end with this. And then 3 more notes right on the beat. So you're either playing syncopated notes at the beginning, or you're answering with direct pinches. And those are pretty straightforward. It's just a matter of lining up the melody with each specific thumb note. Like no melody note, melody, melody, melody. So those are all the parts of the tune. You play through this phrase, you repeat it, and then you have this answering section with just straight on the downbeat pinches, and then this last part is just letting the whole thing ride over the thumb before you play a pickup and repeat the whole thing one time. So let me play the whole thing more up to tempo, and you can hear what the tune would sound like when you've put all the pieces together. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3.